official barbecue sauce of King of the Grill, Rubis. Get Rubis. Get going. Independence Agencies. Agents for Swiss Products. Grenada Paper Product. Grenada Bottling Company Limited. And Waggy Tea Rental and Songs.
All right, good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Good Morning Grenada for today, Friday, the 3rd of May. Yeah, it's that time already, the 3rd of May already. I just want to say good morning to you, Mary Banks, also Yulin, Alexander, Michelle Bernard. Mildred Smith is in the building, so too is Sharon Bartholomew. She says good morning, y'all, all the way from Northern Virginia. Yulin says good morning. Gordon, good morning, everybody. Blessings for a fantastic Friday. Have a wonderful, safe weekend, everyone. Mr. Innocent, good morning. And to the Tri-Island State, have a productive day and a wonderful weekend. So says Mildred Smith. All right, good. I also want to say happy birthday to a dear lady. All right, Miss Carrie Ann Renault of Paradise in St. Andrew. All the best to you on your birthday, and that's coming from your mom. I know your dad will chip in and wish you the best also. And coming from me too, yeah. And the entire family. Hope you enjoy it. Go have a blast. All right, good. Yes, most of the death they buried yesterday already. Yeah, we were experiencing, let me take the opportunity and apologize. We are experiencing some technical difficulties here, so please just, bear a little with us. I'm experiencing some networking issues, so hence the reason why we're a bit later than normal. As a matter of fact, I will forego the quiz this morning. All right, we will have another quiz. Tell you what I'll do, because coming to look at it, we only had, when I look at the question that we have for this morning, it needed some more of the tips, but we did not, on the smoking issue, we only had one or two of them, and the question is based not on the health tips that I've given you thus far. Okay, so let me give you another health tip. So on Friday next week, if God permits, we are going to have the question. Okay, so this morning, we're looking at how to reduce tobacco cravings. All right, try nicotine replacement therapy. They say ask your healthcare provider about nicotine replacement therapy. The options include prescription nicotine in a nasal spray or inhaler, nicotine patches, gum, and lozenge you can buy without a prescription. Lozenge, yeah. All right. Also, non-nicotine prescription drugs. Now, short-acting nicotine replacement therapies such as nicotine gum, lozenge, nasal spray, or inhalers can help you overcome intense cravings. These short-acting therapies are usually safe to use, along with other longer-acting prescription medicines. Folks, smoking is dangerous. It's really, really dangerous. I've been doing some reading and research on it, and smoking is really, really a dangerous practice. All right, I want to say a special good morning to all the bus drivers of the nation, bus conductors. Good morning, what up? How they do? Hope you're doing fine. Good morning to your driver, HD390. Good morning to Zai and Marcus and Ramram and Avon and Anon and Norbert Julian. Good morning to you, not only to you, but your dear wife and family also. I do hope that you all are having a wonderful day. Please, guys, be safe on the nation's roads. Those of the buses coming down through St. David, good morning. All right, St. David roads are so marked, everywhere you turn you can see police signature in the road. All right, guys, please drive carefully. Good morning to you, teacher Reggie, also you and your family. Good morning, Adrian Persuada Thomas, the Honorable Senator. Good morning to you and the Thaddeus. Good morning to the folks in Apretut. Good morning, Eggies. Yeah, 22 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's time for the word of the day. And the word of the day today is a word that we use all the time. That word is melee. It is a noun, all right? It is a naming word. Melee, M-E-L-E-E, melee. Now, melee refers to a confused fight or struggle, especially one involving hand-to-hand combat. I didn't realize melee was physical. I thought it was just people that bacchanalish, you know. Yeah, like confusion and things spreading a melee. So you see, it's important. That's the reason why this word of the day is so important. All right, melee. It refers to a confused fight or struggle, especially one involving hand-to-hand combat. Now, here's how we can use that word. What started as a verbal disagreement at the football game soon turned into a general melee involving scores of spectators. Yeah, we see a lot of that in Europe. Sometimes we see it in cricket too. I remember Australia and West Indies playing in Jamaica, and bottles and so forth were thrown on the field when spectators thought the umpire made a very biased decision. Melee, all right? A confused fight or struggle, especially one involving hand-to-hand combat. Good morning to my good friend Jude Bernard. Good morning to you and the family. Hope you're doing fine. Edwin Frank and family, good morning also. How are you doing, bro? Hope you're doing fine. Nice, nice. Good. The folks on the Caranage, good morning. Tony, Julian, Tone, good morning to you. Nice. The thought of the day, I gotta say good morning to Nadisha and all the wonderful folks out there in Cafe. Good morning, Louis. Good morning, Miss Holmes. Good morning, Kitty Cat and Ariel and Alwyn and Debbie. Good morning to all the wonderful folks, the Sandersons. The thought of the day today. This life is yours. Take the power to choose what you want to do and do it well. Take the power to love what you want in life and love it honestly. Take the power to control your own life. No one else can do it for you. Take the power to make you or make your life happy. I always say that happiness is in you. All right, anytime you're dependent on somebody to make you happy, well, you can bet your bottom dollar that ain't going to happen. All right, buzzing, buzzing. The King of the Grill, Maggie King of the Grill, comes up this Saturday. That's tomorrow. Progress Park is going to be transformed into a city of fun, food, and entertainment. It's going to be epic. Believe me when I tell you that. Saturday, May 4th at Progress Park, the Maggie King of the Grill. You can also win yourself up to $5,000 in cash and prizes and a bingo that will be a part of the day's activities. So come on out and support. Good morning to Team GBN, all the folks who are behind Maggie King of the Grill, all the sponsors, all the contributors. Good morning to the folks at Maggie, Mr. Henville Sylvester, and your team. All right. Okay, also buzzing, a fraudulent WhatsApp message is circulating claiming to be from the Ministry of Agriculture, inviting members to a climate smart agriculture meeting. Do not respond or confirm any codes sent to you. The Ministry of Agriculture has not issued any such invitation. Stay vigilant and report suspicious messages immediately. Mr. Dabrio, good morning to you. We have to touch base later today. All right, so folks, please be guided accordingly. All right, you heard it by now. 1 man dead and 2 hospitalized from 2 separate shooting incidents. Yeah, the Royal Grenada Police Force is investigating 2 separate shooting incidents which occurred at Frequenty in St. George, resulting in 3 men sustaining injuries. The first of the incidents occurred around 11 p.m. on Wednesday night, that's May Day, in which 1 man was shot. The victim was taken to the General Hospital for medical attention, where he was admitted as a patient. The other incident occurred yesterday morning, and both in which two men were shot. Both were taken to the General Hospital for medical attention, where one of the two, a 34-year-old resident of Willis in St. George, he succumbed to his injuries. The two men are currently in police custody, assisting with the investigations into the matter. The Commissioner of Police and the members of the RGPF extend condolences to the family and friends of the deceased. All right, 50th anniversary independence celebration in St. Mark. Okay, that is still stuff. So yeah, those are the buzzing stories this morning. What else we have buzzing? Let me see. Let me come here. All right, Canada and the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, CIDEMA, is to collaborate for disaster response efforts in the Caribbean. All right, that's a good initiative. Also, Haiti's Presidential Transitional Council heads towards constitutional reform and elections. Internationally, Russia is being blamed for GPS interference affecting flights in Europe. And in sports, we hear that the official anthem for ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024, the song entitled Out of This World, well, that was released with the artists Sean Paul and Kess. So those are the buzzing stories this morning, and we look forward to more of that in the news. All right, let me see who else is here. Right, Yolan Swan, a pleasant good morning to you, Mr. Joseph, and to everyone else on your program. Davani Leo, good morning. It's a beautiful Friday morning. Blessing, peace, joy, laughter, happiness to everyone. So says Davani. Joan Wellington says, good morning, everyone. Have a blessed weekend and keep safe. Lydia Cameron, happy Friday, everyone. Cameron Andrew, the wannabe Jamaican. Good morning, my colleagues, them. Yes, sir, innocent blessings in. All right, Nutmeg Quinn, good morning to the complaints country. My lovely Grenada, stop it. Don't go there. Miranda Clark says, good morning, everyone. All right, well, looks like I got to keep things for the melee cause. Them use Grenadians like melee. Okay, all right, okay. John Best, good morning. Monkrich is in the building. Kathy and Adams, good morning, family. Love from Sunshine State. Blessed day to all. Good morning, Kathy. To you, Solange, Zuri, and Kenneth, good morning. Dan Kumari Singh, good morning, everyone from Guyana. Burbis, to be precise. Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. Folks, we've got to take that break because we've got to head to the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Stick and stay with us. We're with you anywhere and everywhere.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next day, oh.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Thanks for joining us. May Day 2024 was celebrated under the theme recognizing Labour's contributions to nation building over the past 50 years as we move forward with renewed vision and purpose. The day was dedicated to all workers, providing an opportunity to celebrate their achievements and voice their concerns and challenges in the workplace. Runapet Thomas has highlights of the day's event in this report.
Labor Day 2024 shift to the streets of Sauteurs on Wednesday, where workers, union representatives, and especially invited dignitaries paraded, reflecting on 5 decades of accomplishments while setting sight on the future. Gathering at the Fawn Playing Field, leaders from various unions shared successes in negotiations with the present government and employers, while also voicing their concerns about preceding issues impacting workers. Brian Grimes, president of the Public Workers Union, delivered a stirring speech urging the National Insurance Scheme to enhance its support for workers, eliciting surrounding support from the crowd.
The last employer, NIS, a disclaimer here, we don't represent workers there, but we would like to issue a challenge to NIS. NIS, you have increased our retirement age. NIS, you continue to increase our mandatory remittances up until 2031 is going up. We now challenge you to give something back to the people of Grenada by extending maternity leave from 3 months to 6 months.
Jude Bartholomew, president of the Grenada Union of Teachers, addressed the pressing matters of regularization for public workers, emphasizing the need for equitable treatment and fair opportunities.
We call on this new administration not only to regularize teachers, but all public officers. We want regularization for all. And we also heard it is very unfair and unjust for teachers and public officers to be temporary and contract work some 10, 15, 8 years, and to get really and truly they did not get the full compensation for all these years. So we ask for complete compensation for regularization for teachers and public officers going forward. We also put on record here that we want all our temporary teachers, even those without mathematics for teaching for all these years, to be regularized and to be made permanent.
George Mason, an industrial relation officer and former president of the Commercial and Industrial Workers Union, issued a caution to the NDC administration regarding an urgent industrial concern, underscoring the importance of proactive measures to safeguard workers' rights.
We are again in negotiation with Jonas Bong and Hubbard, and we are in deadlock. They know that the PM is a corporate liar, so they think that the time now is their time. So they will come and want him to change things, but joke they're making. If any change is brought to that social wage, there will be hundreds of companies running to the ministry to change what they have in the agreement. Minister, government, don't go down that road. Don't go on that road. There's a can of worms.
Throughout the event, workers rallied behind their union leaders, offering support as they championed the collective cause. As the celebration unfolds, it was evident that May Day 2024 served not only as a moment of reflection, but also as a catalyst of continued advocacy and solidarity within Grenada's labor community. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Well, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell was among those who joined in the commemoration of May Day 2024 on Wednesday. He told GBN he was happy to celebrate with workers. Nisha Paul reports.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell joined the throngs of spectators lining the streets of Sauteurs on Wednesday to commemorate May Day 2024 alongside the workers of Grenada. Though his presence was brief, limited to observing the parade of various unions, he witnessed firsthand the concerns expressed by workers through an array of placards. Speaking to the GBN News crew, the Prime Minister affirmed that his attendance at the May Day celebration celebration is a demonstration of unwavering support for the labor force. He further acknowledged alignments between his administration and some of the issues highlighted by workers, signaling a commitment to addressing their needs.
Well, first of all, I should say that we're here obviously because we're in solidarity with the workers and we want to celebrate and recognize the day with them. So that's the first thing. I think it's so far a very enjoyable parade. You can see that the workers are enjoying themselves. The placards are partly on the funny side, but I think some of the things they're raising are issues that we are in agreement with, and some of them apply to the government. Some of the issues that we're working on. I can appreciate that sometimes the workers think it's not fast enough, but life is always simple and straightforward. So, but all in all, I think the feeling is positive and upbeat.
Prime Minister Mitchell also disclosed to the news team that his government is actively taking steps to tackle pension and regularization matters, underscoring a dedication to improving the welfare of workers.
I think a lot of the issues that we campaigned on, we've addressed particularly as it relates to government employees. There are still some that are outstanding, such as completing the regularization process, as well as the pension reform process for the thousands of government employees who don't have pensions. I'm happy to say that, in fact, we intend to take the Cabinet on Monday our policy to actually address the pension issue. We're going to have new legislation drafted and so on to support that as well. But that we intend to roll out this half of the year, so that's one of the major ones that's outstanding, and that will sort of coincide with completing the regularization process.
Many workers warmly welcomed and embraced the Prime Minister as he mingled with them on the streets of Sautez, displaying unity and shared purpose on this significant day. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Meanwhile, in a thrilling showdown on May Day, the Public Workers Union emerged victorious in the 2024 March Past competition, narrowly defeating the two-time champion Grenada Union of Teachers by a mere 2-point margin. The May Day March Past, a time-honored tradition in Grenada, brings together unions from various sectors for a spirited display of solidarity, serving as a platform to celebrate workers' contributions. The event includes friendly competition among participants.
I will take from the third place up. In third position, the Commercial and Industrial Workers Union with a score of 387 points. So as I said, in second position, 435. In first position, 437. In second position is the Grenada Union of Teachers. And coming first, 2024, the Grenada Public Workers Union on 437.
President of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes, expressed gratitude to the workers.
Opportunity to big up the May Day warriors. Yeah, Paula Phillip, Daisy Hazard, Janelle Palmer, Latoya, Sister Listra, Brother Dexter. You put in a lot of work. This feels really, really good. Great is the PWU. All right.
Other news, the province of Castri's Archbishop Gabriel Malzer has arrived in Grenada on a mission of reconciliation, which aims to diffuse simmering tensions between Bishop Clyde Harvey and Father Gerard Paul of the Holy Family Church in Riverside, St. Patrick. Nisha Peters tells us more.
On Thursday, Archbishop Malzer convened a crucial meeting with both Bishop Clyde Harvey and Father Gerard Paul, providing a platform for both parties to voice their concerns and grievances in the hope of reaching a resolution. Announcing the Archbishop's arrival on a program on Good News Catholic Communications, Bishop Harvey expressed optimism that Bishop Malzer's intervention will bring about a constructive resolution to the ongoing saga. On Thursday, Archbishop Malzer convened a meeting with both parties to hear their grievances and explore avenues for solution.
So he has listened to two of us. He's going to listen to some more people in the course of today. He may listen again tomorrow before he leaves. And we have to trust the Spirit in him to discern how best this situation can be moved forward. Resolve is a difficult word because it makes people think that once it's resolved, and matter fix. I don't know if that's the way things go, really, with these kinds of problems. you have to hope and pray that all the parties concerned are really open.
In addition to meeting with Bishop Harvey and Father Paul, Archbishop Marzer is expected to engage with members of the Holy Family Church to assess the prevailing sentiments and gather insights into the community aspirations for unity and peace.
So he has come among us to spend 2 days to listen to Father Paul, to listen to me, to listen to other people involved, to listen to the people of River Sally especially. And then out of that, we hope and pray that some resolution might come. But let me say this one thing here, that resolution must always be in line with the right order of the church as established by canon law and so on.
Despite the challenges faced, Bishop Harvey remains steadfast in his faith and extends prayers for the Archbishop's efforts towards reconciliation.
So I, for one, have laid out certain things that I feel. Some things I feel about more strongly than others. And what I can say here is this: I have seen the hand of God working in all of this. So, as I think I said last week, I am in no way despondent about what is happening. So, we have to pray that in the midst of all of that, which can be tiring, the Spirit of God will guide him to make the right decisions and to effect the right solutions.
As Bishop Marzer continues his mediation efforts, the Catholic community in Grenada remains united in prayer, seeking guidelines and wisdom for a harmonious resolution to the tensions within the parish. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
Royal Grenada Police Force is investigating 2 separate shooting incidents which occurred at Frequenté St. George, resulted in 3 men sustaining injuries. The first incident occurred at about 11 p.m. on Wednesday. The lone victim was taken to the General Hospital and admitted as a patient there. Following the other incident, which occurred on Thursday morning, 2 men were taken to the General Hospital, where one of the 2, a 34-year-old resident of Willis St. George, succumbed to his injuries. The deceased is identified as Arthur Braveboy, who is no stranger to law enforcement and has faced various charges, including dangerous harm, attempted murder, and possession of a firearm and ammunition on numerous occasions. Braveboy's most recent charge for attempted non-capital murder and possession of a firearm and ammunition was in June 2023 in connection with a shooting incident in Melville Street, St. George. Members of the RGPF have revealed that 2 men are currently in police custody, assisting with investigations into the 2 shooting incidents which occurred just as the recently approved 90-day gun amnesty took effect. The story to report added attractions to Panorama in a bid to make Panorama exciting for Spice Mass 2024 and generate a greater turnout. That's according to Chief Executive Officer of Spice Mass Corporation, Cesar Noel. He said they intend to include some added attractions to the event.
And specifically as it relates to Panorama, part of what we have noticed is the spectators' experience at the event is not always one that is deemed the best. And I specifically say at the event because, for example, last year, for the people who viewed Panorama, let's say pay-per-view online, they had a wonderful experience. I mean, we had comments coming in from those folks because it was produced in a manner whereby for the people viewing online, there was no hold up, no lull in between. You had the commentaries coming after every band, and you had a prelude in terms of the history of the band coming before the bands. So we are very confident that as we continue to do pay-per-view and reach out to the audience in the diaspora and globally, we are fine with that and we will continue with that. However, for the patrons at the venue, we are working towards having a number of fillers that will do several things. Keep the audience alive and not have that lull as the bands change over from one to the next.
Noel said the next step is to meet with the Steel Band Association to plan the event.
But most of the fillers we are looking at are also aimed to be educational fillers, things that will further help people understand Pan. So whether it's going to be something dramatized, whether it's going to be a dance in between, whatever it is, that's the intention. So as it is now, we have had some preliminary meetings, but we have not had that major meeting with the Steel Band Association as yet in terms of rolling out Panorama. I could tell you we had that for Queens, we had it with traditional mass, fancy mass. So Pan is one of those that is next in line for that.
All right, so the theme for Spice Mass 2024 is an explosion of culture. It will officially be launched this Saturday, May 4. We continue to feature aspects of Carriacou Maroon and String Band Music Festival. It's time for GB and I Saw. Stay with us.
Tonight, we feature more highlights from the just concluded Carriacou Maroon and String Band Music Festival. Featured is The Real Thing, a string band from Bequia, performing at the festival event on Paradise Beach.
Of the Grenada 50th Independence, the Royal Grenada Police Force Band presents the second annual Mother's Night Out. Mother's Night Out. The concerts all going down on Sunday, May 12th from 5 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Featuring live from TNT. It's crazy.
Time to come. America will have a black president.
John King.
How many more?
June Lodge. Together with the Hitman Inspector, Valine Ned, Samantha Dixon, Alex Phillip, Shane, Innocent, General PP, Kareem, Alexis, Ron Barry, the African Man, and much more. Dress code elegant. It's Mother's Night Out, the Grenada Trade Center from 5 p.m. on Sunday, May 12th. Lots of giveaways and prizes to be won. Champagne and roses on entry. You don't want to miss this amazing experience for mothers. Your tickets only $70 and are available from Gittins Pharmacy in Grand Dance and Grenville, Grenadian Optical, the Police Band House, Police Canteen. Make this a date for mothers.
Get ready to ignite your senses and experience the ultimate explosion of culture at the most anticipated event of the year. It's time to mark your calendars for the launch of Spice Mass 2024, where the heartbeat of our nation comes alive in a spectacular celebration. Join us on Saturday, May 4th from 5 p.m. at the Karani James Athletic Stadium car park. With over 20 of Grenada's most talented entertainers taking the stage, prepare to be mesmerized with soca and calypso. And of course, what's Spice Mass without our spectacular mass bands? Witness the creativity and craftsmanship as they take center stage, filling the air with energy and spectacle. Best of all, admission is free. Come out, let's celebrate our culture, our heritage, and our unity at Spice Mass 2024. An explosion of culture. Saturday, May 4th from 5 p.m. at the Karani James Athletic Stadium car park.
From the fertile heart of Grenada to the far reaches of the globe, Ram's Supermarket brings together the best of both worlds. Savor the freshest, locally sourced produce from our trusted Grenadian farmers and explore a curated selection of top-quality international favorites. Experience a shopping journey where warmth meets a world of flavors and affordability meets premium quality. At Rams, we welcome everyone to discover the joy of global and local culinary delights. Nestled in Sugar Mill, Grand Anse, we are open all week to offer you a taste of home and beyond. Rams Supermarket, where our family, community, and the world come together. We are the good food people.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Sunshine Promotions is rolling out the red carpet for all mothers. It's a night of love. Saturday, May 11th at the dazzling Radisson Crown Ballroom. The celebration kicks off at 8 p.m. with the show starting at 9 p.m. Promising a night filled with joy, music, and appreciation. Prepare to be swept off your feet with performances from the legendary Mikey Spice. Mikey Spice. The dynamic Lion Paw, the sensational Valine, and the soulful Laura Lisa. It's a lineup that promises an unforgettable night. Get your limited early bird tickets for just $100 EC and ensure you're part of this grand salute to mothers. Tickets available at Giddens Pharmacy in St. George's, Wall Street, Wharf and Grenville, Chucky's Bar, Cass Unisex Boutique, Quick Stop, Pierre's Barbershop in Victoria, Calico Shopping Center in Sates, Rena Mills in Carriacou, Crown Collection, Health Plus Pharmacy Grenville, Heather's Boutique, and GoToFed.com. Stay connected with Sunshine Promotions on Facebook and Instagram for all details. It's a night of love. Saturday, May 11th at the Radisson Crown Ballroom. On Saturday, May 4th, there will be a shift on the island as the biggest grilling fest in Grenada moves to the big parish. The Maggie King of the Grill competition is at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Come taste the most sumptuous creations from the grill as top chefs and food enthusiasts showcase their culinary skills. Maggie King of the Grill is a festival like no other with live soca music, fun attractions, and games for the entire family. Then from 6 p.m., get a chance to win up to $5,000 cash in bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
It's the Maggie King of the Grill 2024. Powered by Maggie, the secret to great cooking. Rubis, the official fuel of King of the Grill. Hunt's, the official barbecue sauce of King of the Grill. Grenada Paper Products. Independence Agencies. Agents for Swiss Products. Grenada Bottling Company. Clark's Coats Cameron Spiced Liqueur. Bryden and Miners. And Waggity Rentals.
You mentioned the wing high, and you have things like man, you must come back, you know. We have the low power that.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Third-party outages are caused by parties external to Grenada. Kite flying is one of the major causes of third-party outages also.
Kite flying over the years has proven to be an issue that has created many outages on our systems.
This Easter, Grenlec would like you to keep your kite in sight. Use an open area with no overhead power lines. Avoid personal injury through electric shock. Avoid damaging property and causing inconvenience through power outages. Enjoy tradition safely. Avoid damage and injury.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
All right, folks, it's 15 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the conversation for today, Friday, the 3rd day of May, 2024. It's the final one for the week. And before we get into any major conversation, I just want to relay this message here via our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, Gordon. This is day 6 of no water in our taps in Petersfield. Gordon, this is frustrating. Gordon, why is it that other residents served by the Les Avocat Dam gets water 3 times a week and we have to struggle for some water like this? Nawasa gave a schedule for us on the Bocas line to receive water every Wednesday, and they sent the water yesterday for 1 hour while we are at work. They're saying get storage, but how can the storage be filled when they're not sending the water? And when you call them, it's another struggle to get someone at the end of the line. Nawasa, please do better for the people of Petersfield. Thank you. All right, now, as I know what it's like. The dry season is very severe, and but water is life, so we really have to try and do better than that. I know you're doing your best, but try a little harder, okay? Try a little harder, and please listen for the bulletins as to when there will be valve regulations in your area, and try your best to, get some water, saved. All right, Cicely Blackman says, good morning. Sandra Lambert, good morning. Grenada, blessings to all. Okay, Mary E. Banks, our PM is a man of the people, being there and meeting with them. Jillian McIntyre, good morning, Mr. Joseph and everyone else on the live, blessings to all. Veronica Sandy says, good morning, Gordon, Innocent Joseph, GBN, Grenada, Carriacou, Pidi Matnik, everyone, good morning. Marilyn Gordon, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Eric Joseph. Good morning, Grenada. Eric Noel Joseph from the U.S. Love and blessings today. Well, happy to have you. Folks, a number of things have happened throughout the week. We did not really have a lengthy time for a conversation. May Day was just gone. We also celebrated the first anniversary of the passing of our beloved Odette Campbell. To her family, good morning. I know it's still fresh. It's fresh for me still. So I can only imagine and empathize with you. May Day, a lot of speeches in the rally and everything like that. What else? We had still having issues with gun violence. One man dead, 2 hospitalized. Oh my goodness. So there's a plethora of things to talk about this morning. I'm going to give you the opportunity to share what you think you'd like to share with, what you'd like to get to the fore. All right. Again, busmen, I urge you, you are just on my mind this morning. Busmen, I urge you, I implore you to be careful on the nation's roads. You know the numbers, 435-2041. You can call us on the direct line, or you can also use that number and call us via the WhatsApp platform. Give us a call. Let's hear what's happening in your neck of the woods. Please be brief. Turn down the volume on your radio or television, whatever, so that we don't have that feedback. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, brother.
Morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I want to be brief as I rightfully see. About 2 little issues. I find the middle rally, it was a very nice rally, well attended. However, certain elements within the teachers and the public workers union, I find they should kind of give the government some credit, because when they was under the democratic dictatorship, he said he have no money to pay them. They went, they demonstrated, and he still had the audacity to take back money the days they went on strike. When this government come in power, they pay them back the money, they give them all outstanding, and they have the come to amicable and reasonable solution. It will take time, as Claudia Joseph said. Some people have already been regularized, and it is a process. But some of these elements in the union, using the slightest of opportunity to derail the government on negative forces, minor things are pending. And another thing, I don't want to be long, the Tamsisi College over there, they was demonstrating, beating drums for almost 3-4 weeks, months, almost a year. No, the government came, they regularized them, they give them the money, and they're looking for extension to see how they could come to an amicable solution. Fine. These elements, these communist socialist elements in the union, tell them take a back seat. One more thing.
Okay.
I'm staying now. I'm going now. It's something that the gun. You see, we said no bail for gun after the amnesty, and a certain element within the opposition side and other certain criminal lawyers say they're against they think that people get, after the amnesty has expired, they must be given bail. No way. You see what happened over the weekend? 1 dead, 2 wounded, all because of what? Gun. They get a good time, a good grace period, 90 days to turn in your arms. Turn it in without no reprisal and all. But other negative forces. You see, and one more thing, I hear they say they bring in Hamas Palestinian delegation here. Well, better tell them come. Better go in peace and come in peace. Grenada is a Christian, God-fearing nation. You have a nice day.
Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend, bro.
All the best, my brother.
Oh, my goodness. All right. I want to say good morning to Ashley Hines. Good morning, Ashley Hines. Hines, how are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. All right, let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon. How are you?
I am alive and thankful for life. How about you?
Pretty all right. Going along, understanding the environment that you're living in. You have, in other words, you have to tailor a suit to fit you based on the what's happening around here and the trend of everyday living.
Okay.
Mr. Gordon?
Yes?
I am a little bit concerned about the action, reaction, and behavior of our people ourselves, the Grenadian people. Now listen to me carefully. Anytime there is difficulties in Grenada economically or socio-economically, there is always a change of administration. Why? In my view, I want. And when I want slow down, then you begin to scratch the back of your head and comb the front of your forehead, even though you have no hair there, and you just do a thing. I say this to say that as a people, we must understand we are a nation, we are a sovereign country. And what happens in the country is our sole responsibility, not forgetting we're in a global market. Mr. Gordon, I invite, and I wouldn't say demand. Who am I to demand? I invite the Grenadian people moving forward to do an introspection and a close examination of the period 2005 to 2022 and see the monsters that we ourselves have created. Well, the monster that we create, we are in the nest. We're in the monster's nest because that is what we create. So we have to do one or two things. Either eliminate everything and build a new nest, or we continue to struggle and change things steadily, being steadfast, continuously, constructively, moving forward. So our consciousness should change. This little nation, this little land, Greater Carrick-on-Pity Martinique, has tremendous economic potential. But anytime we stand up in Grenada, and our eyes and ears is elsewhere, then we become a mixed feat. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Have a good weekend. Have a good day. All right. The people of Grenada are not being told the facts about the water shortage in our beautiful country. When last did anyone hear it mentioned that a hotel had closed its doors because of lack of water? Here lies the reason for the lack of water in the general population. Too many hotels are being built on Grenada without adequate infrastructure. Okay. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you, Mr. Innocent. How are you doing?
I am doing fine. How about you?
Well, give God thanks. I'm doing okay. So thank God I get up strong this morning, see the sunrise, see the lights,
How the Bashilaka going up there already?
Oh, well, I now come to ask you, please, I could show it out now. Well, you can hold it still, so you go prepare, start to prepare. So, past today that we have a special pig for here. A special pork pig, yeah. Nobody eat it, excepting you alone, eh? And this table will be only for yourself alone. Special table for you.
Culture man.
And if I want to join, my special have to be on the table, but I would not eat what you're eating, and you will not eat what I'm eating.
Okay,
so I want to pick up to the Carrier, St. Andrews, Bashilaka today. And I say everything go good and everything take place, that we have a very lovely playing field,
All right.
So I wish everybody the day on this day today. Although it's God, but nobody have a day. It's only God day and God night and God everything. But we put it like that, eh?
Right. Okay.
So I just gonna say good morning to you, and I say good morning to my friend Upper Capital, Miss Horman.
Okay.
I want to say good morning to our beautiful lady I met last week with her pink and black. So if she listening, maybe you know it's you. I say a good morning to a friend of mine in Moncton.
Okay, culture man. All right.
Well, everybody from out of the nation, And I say again, I wish Carrie the best today and big up my career St. Andrews Bashilak. And Mr. Innocent, bring Mr. Godfrey come, and also we want you to come up too.
Okay, will do.
So have a blessed day.
Blessings to you too. All right?
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, thank you, Coltier, man. He has a special pork written for me. I know what tell you others eat pork. Good morning, caller on WhatsApp. How are you?
Good morning, caller. How are you doing? Good morning, Mr. Gordon. How are you doing?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
Right. Blessed Friday, man. Happy May month, right? Mr. Gordon.
Yes.
We in Grenada here, we have a culture that we follow politics and we get kind of emotional with politics, right? And I am calling her because there are certain things that I see that is happening in my country, and I'm fairly young. I mean, I ain't old, but I'm young.
Okay.
And politics can divide. Politics can bring people together, right? We have a situation right now where two parties are involved. There's an opposition party, there's a party in power under the leadership of Honorable Deacon Mitchell. Nothing wrong with that. You have your side. But when the advent of social media is there and these guys made promises, like the last administration, like the last prime minister, and they can't see it into fruition today, you will call them out. You can change things by a stroke of a pen. You will make public service employable right now. There are too much things that you can see happening right now that is contrary to the path. Mr. Gordon, are you aware that your electricity bill, your current bill, your light bill gone up by $50? If any Grenadian can tell me and call and tell me right now that their light bill hasn't gone up by $50 and they ain't protesting, something is wrong. Our gasoline for our cars right now is $16.76. Mr. Gordon, in 2019, it was $16.36. Busmen was on the streets protesting, right? All these things happening. We are hearing rumblings within the union. There was a union leader of a certain union that went on a platform and chose to talk about a personal guy on a podcast with some cell phone bill. No problem with that. This year, we are hearing little rumblings again, but it is quiet. In the Public Service Commission, there are things that say that what public officers, ministers cannot do and cannot be doing and cannot be seen doing. You are hearing issues with GDB Bank. You are hearing affiliations with a certain party, certain people that in a certain political party running certain. I mean, come on. All these things we are seeing, and we're not talking about it. Yes, corruption is right. Yes, the old administration NMP is gone. Focus on what is it now. Look at it. It's in our face. Mr. Gordon, we are seeing gun violence again. We are seeing places being raided with marijuana. Yet I've seen my Prime Minister holding what appears to be a marijuana tree in his hand. What is our direction? What? And lastly, we have what we call a constitution, right? And if people don't like...
All right, caller. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm sorry. Great points coming down, but unfortunately, we lost that connection. That's the issue with the WhatsApp. Okay, folks, tell you what, we take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. It's very likely that we might have a guest on the next segment. Good.
Are you a VIP? Have you taken the necessary steps to safeguard your child's health? Let's get it right. Get your child on their vaccination schedule. Our national protection and coverage is our national priority. Our actions will impact Grenada's health and wellness. Let's make childhood immunization and vaccination number one. I am Senator Jonathan Lacrette, and I am a VIP champion. Let's make all our children VIPs, vaccinated, immunized, and protected.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
On Saturday, May 4th, there will be a shift on the island as the biggest grilling fest in Grenada moves to the big parish. The Maggie King of the Grill competition is at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Come taste the most sumptuous creations from the grill as top chefs and food enthusiasts showcase their culinary skills. Maggie King of the Grill is a festival like no other with live soca music, fun attractions, and games for the entire family. Then from 6 p.m., get a chance to win up to $5,000 cash in bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
It's the Maggie King of the Grill 2024, powered by Maggie, the secret to great cooking. Rubis, the official fuel of King of the Grill. Hunt's, the official barbecue sauce of King of the Grill. Grenada Paper Products. Independence Agencies. Agents for Swiss Products. Grenada Bottling Company. Clark's Coats Cameron Spiced Liqueur. Bryden and Miners. And Waggity Rentals.
Mommy, Uncle Waggy bring up all the characters for King of the Grill.
Yes, Grenada. It's a whole day of fun and excitement at the Maggie King of the Grill. Come May 4th. Waggity's entire kids village with rides and slides.
Ooh, lots of rides. So fun.
Rock climbing.
Rock climbing?
Face painting, kart racing, and all the Disney characters are coming to Progress Park.
Be such an awesome day.
Parents, we've got you covered. Take a toss in our ring games and snag your prize. And the day just keeps getting better. From 6 p.m., we go stateside for the powerful Lion Paw, Little Nicky, and other top local performers. And it doesn't end there. You get a chance to walk away with cold hard cash in a $5,000 bingo. It's the Maggie King of the Grill 2024, powered by Maggie, the secret to great cooking. Rubis, the official fuel of King of the Grill. Hunt's, the official barbecue sauce of King of the Grill. Grenada Paper Products. Independence Agencies. Agents for Swiss Products. Grenada Bottling Company. Clark's Coats Cameron Spiced Liqueur. And Waggity Rentals.
A glimmer in your skin.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. Let me quickly take some of the comments here on the platforms. This contributor via WhatsApp platform says, the government has been in office only 2 years now, and it seems that suddenly everybody thinks that everything can be achieved overnight. This government has done more per capita than any government in this country, and it is sad that some make it seem that they have not done anything. Maybe we may just get what we deserve eventually. Okay, let's go back to, okay, there is, all right, 435-2041. We were expecting a Zoom conversation via Zoom, but unfortunately that person has just signed back in. So what we're going to do quickly to accommodate the technical aspect of it, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll get back to the conversation. All right, it's 21 minutes on to 8 o'clock.
Saturday, May 4th, there will be a shift on the island as the biggest grilling fest in Grenada moves to the big parish. The Maggie King of the Grill competition is at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Come taste the most sumptuous creations from the grill as top chefs and food enthusiasts showcase their culinary skills. Maggie King of the Grill is a festival like no other, with live soca music, fun attractions, and games for the entire family. Then from 6 p.m., get a chance to win up to $5,000 cash in bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
It's the Maggie King of the Grill 2024, powered by Maggie, the secret to great cooking. Rubis, the official fuel of King of the Grill. Hunt's, the official barbecue sauce of King of the Grill. Grenada Paper Products. Independence Agencies. Agents for Swiss Products. Grenada Bottling Company. Clark's Coats Cameron Spiced Liqueur. Bryden and Miners. And Waggity Rentals.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners. We do have our guest via our Zoom platform, and joining me at this time is the Palestinian ambassador to Grenada and the other Caribbean regions. It's a pleasure to say good morning to you, Ambassador Linda Ali. Good morning.
Good morning, Grenada, and thank you for having me this morning in your lovely country and with your lovely channel.
Okay, well, the pleasure is also to have you here with us. Now, firstly, as ambassador for the Palestinian nation to the Grenada and the Caribbean region, what does your ambassadorial position or portfolio entail?
I am an extraordinary plenipotentiary ambassador to the Caribbean and to Grenada. I am the non-resident ambassador. My position entails the political, diplomatical, and bilateral relation, of course, cultural, with the lovely country of Grenada, with the sister country of Grenada. That's been in the support of the Palestinian cause since the beginning of the occupation.
Okay. All right. Well, in Grenada, a lot of noise, like everywhere else, is being made because of what is happening in the news, what we're seeing in the news with the situation that most people think it started on the 7th of October, but for some it started way before that. So what is exactly the position with the Palestinian people as it relates to that conflict that is ongoing with Israel at the moment?
Allow me to say it's not a conflict. We cannot call it a conflict. It is a genocide. It is a war crime. It is 76 years when it started, this genocide and this occupation. It started in 1948, and way before that, it started in 1917 when a English lord, Belfort, decided to promise a land without people, which is not true, to a people without land. He decided to give what's not his to whom it does not belong to. And then in 1948, the United Nations decided to divide Palestine and give 3/3 of the country to the occupier and 1/3 to Palestine. Since then, and on the 15th of May and ongoing, 750,000 refugees within 2 or 3 days, villages completely slaughtered and no one left alive. And these 750,000 refugees became 7 million. We are 14 million, 7 million of us are in the diaspora. Actually, there are some Palestinians here in Grenada, that they are the diaspora. Our diaspora is our lung, the lung that allow Palestinians to breathe. We live under an occupation, under a land grab, under murder and daily assassination, under detention. There is more than 11,000 Palestinians in detention in miserable conditions and isolated 1 or 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 feet, where they have to even sleep standing, cuffed, their eyes blindfolded, and so on. Our villages is routed and get burned on daily basis almost by armed settlers with arms from the U.S. and other countries that aid Israel. And this is 76 years, 210 days happening. It did not start on October. We cannot say that October is the beginning. October is one of the reactions. I need to say and will say I am against shedding any drop of blood from any human being, even harming an ant on the floor. So the whole world needs to understand that the Palestinian blood is as valuable as any Palestinian. We are as human as any human being. We are not less human for the countries that aid Israel to allow what's happening and aid them with money and with weapons.
There has been quite a lot of talks about a two-state solution to that conflict. As a matter of fact, as we speak now, it's in the news that there is a ceasefire proposal on the table. Are your people prepared to engage in the ceasefire or a two-state solution to the problem, to the conflict?
My president says peace is the way. There is no way to peace. And yes, we are. And yes, we are, who just went one time after another. Just last week, we the one requesting the two-state solution. Why there was a veto last week? Why? We're the one who want the two-state solution. They do not want. The Israeli cabinet don't want. Netanyahu is objecting to it and does not want it. And probably in his whole life, he objected it when Oslo Accord happened and when we signed and when we were supposed to achieve statehood, complete and full membership in the United Nations in 1991, and we are in 2024, and we are still battling our right to exist. We are still battling that Israel is land grabbing on daily basis. Have you ever seen a country, an occupying country that does not have borders? Why? Because they pretend on grab as much as they can, whenever they can. They have no limit in stealing our land, stealing our resources, assassinating our people, and then crying to the world and saying that we, the Palestinians, are the ones who are attacking them.
Okay.
Who's the occupier?
Let me ask this. I mean, going back to the days of Yasser Arafat, there seemed to have been the semblance of peace and, coexistence. But what has changed since the passing of Yasser Arafat?
Nothing changed. My President Mahmoud Abbas is the one who advocates for peace. Our people advocate for peace. 17 years, the people of Gaza is living in an open-air prison. This is a result of locking someone for 17 years. Okay. Minimum of food enters. Electricity 1 or 2 hours a day, or if not, or none. No entrance unless you need a permission, and for a permission you need months or years. You know that there is 10,000 cancer patients that since October 7 did not receive their treatment. They're not 36 hospitals operating, only 2 operating. The other 34 are completely destroyed. The rest used to have their treatment either in hospitals of Israel or in West Bank. They are not allowed to continue their treatment. They don't have hospitals in Gaza, and they're not allowed to enter to the hospitals on the side of Israel, nor to the West Bank. Do you know that our doctors that came to Grenada last year, and we will be coming soon from the diaspora and from West Bank, they're allowed to come to Grenada and the whole Caribbean, but they're not allowed to enter to Gaza. And patients from Gaza their treatment, wounded, amputated, dialysis patient. So we go around saying thank you to the countries and taking our doctors to show our appreciation as a token of appreciation in the Caribbean, in Africa, and in Asia, and we're not allowed to help our people. We're not allowed to aid any. Yesterday only, Dr. Al-Bursh, the head of dermatology, the hero that we saw him he died in detention. They put him to die. How many doctors died? How many journalists died? Died, no. Died is not the word. Assassinated. Died, it's God's will. Assassinated by the occupation. How many journalists targeted? Them and their families. I want to ask you, when they say that they entered Gaza to eliminate Hamas, and Hamas was in the Baptist hospital, Hamas was in the church, 3 churches, Baptist churches, that they destroyed and assassinated all the Christians and Catholic and Orthodox. Those are Hamas too? When they just airstriked and bombed and destroyed the fertility center with 5,000 live embryons, those 5,000 are Hamas? Or they are trying and they are planning to eliminate all Palestinians, not only from Gaza, because we need to pay attention to West Bank. Parallel to what's happening in Gaza, they are destroying, they are striking. There is more than 500 assassinated and martyrs in the West Bank. There is over 6,500 detainees, including children of 4 years and less. Are those also Hamas? How many ambulances were bombed, bombshelled, when the cultural minister that should be talking about culture, music, peace, and love in the occupation government comes out and say, let's nuke them out? Is this a government that wants a two-state solution?
Okay, Ambassador, let me ask this.
Israel, that we recognized, opposes to a two-state solution, opposes to any state.
Okay. Ambassador, are you hearing me? We seem to be having connectivity
we have
issues.
Feeling of our land. And so on. I can go on for hours and hours and hours on this program.
Unfortunately, we don't have hours. We only have like about
Absolutely,
five minutes left. So let me ask this, right? From a Palestinian's perspective, what would be the forerunner for peace in Gaza? What would you, from the Palestinian point of view, what would you like to see happen that would create? Because the backers of Israel are claiming, okay, the Palestinians have hostages, they have, and vice versa. At the moment, in excess of 30,000 Palestinians have been killed. All right, that's from news coming out of that region. What would it take? What would it take to have peace? Hamas is being, it is noted that Hamas is being funded and supported with arms and money and so forth from the Iranian government and so forth. What would it take to get peace in that region? Because a life is a life, all right? And it really peeves me.
Peace needs to be in Palestine as whole, in Jerusalem, East Jerusalem, in West Bank, and in Gaza. We wanted ceasefire from the second day. Israel.
Our viewers and listeners, we are encountering...
Saying, how are we going to achieve ceasefire?
Okay.
Settlers, about the occupier, about the occupation, about who funded Hamas to start in the beginning. Please go ahead and listen to the videos by the Israeli officials, including Lieberman. Who started it? And Hamas is part of the Palestinian people. And all fractions. And as I will go back and say, let's not only talk about Hamas, let's talk about Israel, let's talk about settlers, let's talk about the IDF that with a press of a button sends a happy birthday to his daughter and blows a whole compound of apartment with thousands of lives. Let's not say apples and orange. When we want to compare, we need to compare orange to orange. Let's not compare the Let's not say that I have a headache and forget that the headache is coming because I have a cancer. The occupation is a cancer, and the headache that we are present in and living today is part of that occupation. So we need to end the cancer. And then there will be no headaches.
Okay.
I think my analogy is very clear. The cancer needs, Palestinians need to achieve statehood. Palestinians have the right to live, have the right to education, have the right to eat. No Palestinian child should look to the sky and not knowing if it's a rocket or it's an aid box that's gonna fall on their heads and kill them. We should not be humiliated with boxes being thrown in the middle of the sea and people dying try to get a piece of, or a bag of rice or a bag of sugar. We, the people, the Palestinian people, are drinking water from the sea. How long can your kidneys take this condition? How long? 7 months eating leaves from the trees, eating grass, eating whatever moving animal is there. Even the animals are starving. The animals are eating the body. When you mentioned over 30,000, those 34,000 are the only identified. By the United Nations representative, he said it's over 100,000. There is over 17,000 missing since 7 months under the rubbles. There is many burned Palestinians that could not be identified. There is many Palestinians in pieces and decomposed in the streets. Let's not forget to talk about the mass grave in the El Nasser hospital, where they were buried alive. When we ask how do we achieve ceasefire, let's talk all about this. Talk about all this happening. And I ask Israel, if you want to live side by side to peace, start. You cannot keep grabbing, assassinating, grabbing land, demolishing homes. Lives of Palestinians, kill them, they are animals, get rid of them, nuke them. Ask the Palestinians to go to a safe place, ended up 2.2 without homes, living in tents. We lived the 1948 catastrophe. We lived the 1967 Naksa, and now we are living the third catastrophe of 2024. Where should these people go? As we speak, and people are saying, are they going to interrupt? Is over 95% in Gaza. Do you know that the education, no food, no electricity? They cannot leave from Rafah. Let's starve them to death. Okay. This is what's happening when we say we need peace.
Okay.
We need a partner for peace. And we're ready for peace.
Okay, Ambassador, before we wrap up, right? In terms of media coverage in that area, are there any reported deaths of journalists and media practitioners in the Gaza? Can you update on numbers and so forth?
Absolutely. Over 120 journalists assassinated. Doctors, aid workers, even in the West Bank, if you recall Shireen Abu Akleh.
Okay, wow. And
as a journalist,
today,
saying press, and she was shot, sniper shot in the head.
So let me ask this as we wrap up, right?
Our eyes, our defenders that bring the truth. Your colleagues are being assassinated, their family is being assassinated, targeted, their homes blown up, their grandchildren, such as Wa'il al-Dahdouh's grandchildren and other journalists, that their whole family was assassinated. Now being a journalist, you fear for your life, or you lose your life, or you're gonna lose your loved one, because you are bringing the live truth of the massacre, of the genocide that's happening in Palestine. And I focus on saying Palestine because West Bank needs our attention, because they're wrapping up in Gaza to start finishing up all the West Bank. When the Prime Minister of Israel back in September raised a map, a whole blue map in the United Nations, saying this is Israel. He included part of other countries plus West Bank. Is he the person looking for peace? And I'm sure if you search for it and you search for his speech, you're going to find it. We're not making this up. He put this map in front of the whole world in the United Nations. That's what they pretend. What does he mean when he says it's going as planned? Did they plan all this? What is going as planned? He keeps repeating the word, it's going as planned. Didn't they kill their own people on the 7th of October with their Apache? They shot them. When they said to the world there is 40 beheaded babies, where are the 40 beheaded babies? Another big lie that they brought to the world. And that journalist came out and apologized and said that there is no, she did not see 40 beheaded babies, where the White House had to come out and said that they were misled. How many Palestinians' children are beheaded? Do you know that in the hospital, they are raping women, a pregnant woman, 8 months expecting, and she's crying and screaming, do not harm me, when they are hitting her. They raped her in front of her husband, kids, babies, families, and hundreds of Palestinians, and whoever tried to move, they shot him to death. Do you know that they are raping Palestinian mothers and assassinating them? Do you know that they are them and burying them so they can die alive? Please, let's not ask the Palestinian if we want peace. We are ready for peace. We were sitting in our home when the occupation came, when the ships came from Europe, when we opened our hearts and our home and we received them, and we end up being expulsed out of our home, under occupation, our land taken, our people assassinated, and then the world is saying, do you need peace? Ask the oppressor, the occupier, if they need peace. And I'm sorry for being upset. It's just so unjust that we are asking about Hamas and we are forgetting the lives of kids, of mothers, of elderly, of aid workers, of doctors, of journalists, of UN employees, of international aid workers being targeted. Many of their hostages, they might have been, or they are killed with Israeli weapons, with Israeli bomb shelling. We did not kill them. Do you know that when there was an exchange of hostages at the beginning of the war, you saw how their hostages came out? And our hostages, some of them even came out completely naked, handcuffed, and released as such. Because to them, we are not human. And no one is better than us. And no one is educated more than us. And no one should have more human rights. And occupation needs to end. Thank you.
As we wrap up, as the regional ambassador, right, what are you expecting from regional leaders, the governments of the region? What are you expecting from the region?
I started working along with the foreign minister and the aid of allied countries and with leaders from the region since 2011, and the recognitions started one after another in the region. In the past 2 weeks, we've seen Barbados and we've seen Jamaica. And yesterday, as soon as I touched land in your lovely country, Trinidad and Tobago, and we should recognize and we should hear about the recognition of the Bahamas very, very soon. I know that the region suffered from occupation. I know the region understands what to be under oppression. I know that in Grenada, they understand our suffer and our pain because they lived it. And the region is extremely important. The support that we are receiving from the region, even when voting and in international arena from the countries that wasn't recognizing, and now with a wonderful recognition one after another and a domino effect, is because right now the region is completely clear. There was no information or no correct information. There was no social media, my brother. You know the power of you bringing the truth and your colleagues from all the social media, from all the videos. The truth is out. Now the people know who is the oppressor. Now the people know who is the criminal. Now the people know what is going on. And that helped. And there is even journalists, 8 years old, and I'm sure you've seen them coming out and speaking and bringing the truth. We, the Palestinian people, thank and owe so much to journalists like you.
Let me ask this, right? Since that new conflict has restarted on the 7th of October, the U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, has been in the region. This is his 7th trip there. And it is said that he is trying, all right, the U.S. is trying the utmost best to get peace in the Middle East, all right? Are you of the same opinion? We hear U.S. President Joe Biden urging Benjamin Netanyahu to please cease. Are you satisfied with the efforts from the U.S. in trying to put an amicable solution to this conflict in the Gaza?
I recall, I'm a U.S. citizen, born as a U.S. citizen, and pay taxes. I urge President Biden not to send any more aid. I urge President Biden not to send our tax money to kill our Palestinian children. I urge President Biden Secretary Blinken, his 7th time, but on his first time he said, I am first here as a Jew. And by the way, there is Palestinians Jew, for those who don't understand a little bit of the war, and I will correct again and say, this is not a conflict, this is an occupation, and it did not restart. It's ongoing, my brother. Please, let's give it the power of the word, the correct word. It did not restart, it was an ongoing. 76 years of occupation, 17 years of an open prison, all the people in Gaza, and 210 days of genocide. The U.S. just vetoed our request for a two-state solution. I urge and ask my government, and now I am saying, because I am a U.S. citizen also,
again, we're experiencing connectivity issues, which is so unfortunate. Ambassador, are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Good, lovely. Are you hopeful? All right, looking at all the things that are happening at the moment, are you hopeful that there will be a ceasefire in the not too distant future, and that the Palestinian people will start living a normalized life?
I'm hoping for a permanent ceasefire. I'm not looking for a week or 2 or 40 days as they're proposing, or 42 days as they proposed also. We need to stop permanently this war and end the occupation. We need to rebuild Gaza, rebuild West Bank, and we need to live schools. There is no hospitals. There is no streets. Treating our wounded, treating psychologically all small little child, 4 or 5 years, in the hospital saying, "Where is my parents?" When you see a whole family was assassinated and the baby in the mom's womb is the only one that was saved. This is so unfortunate. This is so sad and needs to stop, because we, the Palestinians, are thriving for our statehood, for our freedom, and to live and to rebuild our country, and to gather our wounds and our pains and continue. In Grenada, I see a lovely, progressed country that is growing, and you lived what we lived before. We hope to achieve our statehood as Grenada and as the whole world, because we have the right to.
Ambassador, I want to take the opportunity, and my heartfelt sympathy goes out to your cause, and I do hope that an amicable solution comes, and it comes soon.
It will come.
It will come. I'm happy you're of that opinion. I like your positivity.
Very optimistic.
Good. And in the end, I do hope that we all get to understand, as you rightfully said, every life matters. Every life counts, even the Palestinian life. There are always, two sides to a story, so there will be folks who have a different opinion of things. There are folks who are saying, okay, well, the Palestinians started it. But whether the Palestinians started it or the Israelis started it, whatever, in the final analysis, I hope humanity prevails.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It will prevail.
So, Ambassador Linda Ali, thank you for joining us this morning, and I do hope you enjoy your stay in Grenada, and I wish you all the best for yourself and for your people, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good one.
And thank you, lovely Grenada.
Thank you. Folks, I have been speaking there with Ambassador Linda Ali. She is the U.S. ambassador, not the U.S., but the Palestinian ambassador to the region, as she make a clarion call for peace in the Gaza. We've extended that. I thought it meritorious to do that this morning. I don't think my manager will write me up for that, because I think it's in our regular call-in programs we hear a lot of talks of what is happening. So I thought it would have been. I thought it was appropriate to hear it from that side. I wish there was an Israeli response. I wish there was an Israeli ambassador to Grenada here that can respond. Let's hear both sides of the story. But again, it really touches me to hear the stories, and someone is saying here, please listen to other news like Al Jazeera instead of the Western news media. They are not giving the whole truth. In the final analysis, a life is a life. So I just want peace to prevail in the Gaza and that area, that Middle Eastern area. We've got to take it here, folks. Those of you who are always awaiting on the BBC, well, in essence, I do apologize for that, but that's what the media is about, what's breaking. And when we get an opportunity like that, we grab it. So we take that off air, and those of you who are on the various platforms, thank you for being a part of it this morning. That's it for the conversation, extended version thereof.